Hello and welcome. As promised, this 2 weeks will be dedicated to our holiday cheers, Christmas specials. And what are the colors of Christmas? Green and red. So I made a special pudding, and this is a combination of pink and green. Actually, it should be red and green. The red one or the pink one is made of strawberry, and the green one is made of matcha. So what we have here is strawberry and matcha panna cotta. Now, what is panna cotta? Once again, it is like your flan or leche flan, but without the egg. It's only milk pudding. And what can you use it for? You can use it as dessert just like this. You can put it as sinkers to your bottles, or you can also use them as sinkers for your drinks. For this one, I made it in 2 steps. It's a little bit complicated. It's not very easy, but it's so worth it. Can you see there's 2 beautifully colored panna cotta in 1 cup? We are going to decorate this cup a bit later. Because I made 2 different colors of panna cotta, we are also going to use them as separate sinkers for our drinks. So I also have here a milk pudding or strawberry panna cotta, which I am going to use for a special drink much later, or maybe in another video. And also the green color, which is the matcha panna cotta or matcha pudding. So I am going to show you how we made this. So for the ingredients, we are going to use very simple ingredients: fresh milk for the matcha panna cotta, fresh milk, sugar, and of course our Agar Agar powder. If you don't have access to Agar Agar powder, you can also use gelatin. Here I used Agar Agar powder, which is 1 teaspoon, which is equivalent to about 1 sachet of your gelatin powder. If you are using gelatin, you don't let it bloom for 10 minutes, you just let it bloom for 5 minutes. So there's a difference there. And also the main difference for Agar Agar and gelatin is that this one is vegan, whereas gelatin uses animal bones. But whatever your preference is, use that one. And of course, we are going to use our flavor. So we have the milk, we have the Agar Agar powder, and the sugar. And because we are making green and red, for the red one, I use a regular strawberry puree. You can use, again, any brand that you have. You can use strawberry syrup, or you can use concentrated strawberry. Now, if the color doesn't come out, you may add a little bit of food coloring to make it a bit darker. But for what I have here, there's absolutely no food coloring. It's perfectly, beautifully pink. And for the matcha, very simple as usual. I'm using a 100% matcha. I'm using my own blend of pure organic matcha. So let's make the matcha. To make the matcha panna cotta, I am going to use only half the proportion. For this, I'm using 360 ml of milk. I split it into 2 cups and added 1 teaspoon of Agar Agar powder into 1 of the cups. Let it bloom for 10 minutes. And then let us prepare the other half of the fresh milk. In a saucepan, place your fresh milk and bring it to a simmer. Do not boil. You just want it to be simmering and smoke coming off the surface of the milk. Once it starts to simmer, add the sugar. Stir to dissolve the sugar completely. Then add in your milk with the Agar Agar powder. And keep stirring until the powder and the sugar are fully dissolved. Cook for about 1 minute. After that, turn off the heat and then pour your matcha over. Now, matcha should be sifted before you mix it with your other ingredients. So sift it and then pour it into the warm milk. Now this time, you have to use a whisk because matcha is not exactly powder. It won't dissolve completely, so I recommend that you use the whisk. So make sure they're fully combined, and then as always, we strain it, take the bubbles out, and as you can see, I am going to pour it into my cups. And to do this, I'm going to place the cup in a slanted position and pour the matcha panna cotta over. For the remaining one, I'm going to put it in a mold, let it cool down for a bit, and refrigerate for about 2 to 4 hours. So our matcha panna cotta is now set. Let us make our strawberry panna cotta. For the strawberry panna cotta, similar procedure. I am using 360 ml of fresh milk, and then once again put 1/2 teaspoon of Agar Agar powder into one of the cups. Let it bloom for 10 minutes. So whilst we are waiting for our panna cotta to bloom, let us prepare the other ingredients. In a saucepan, pour the other half of the milk, turn on the heat, and bring the milk to a simmer. Once the milk starts to simmer, add your sugar. Stir to dissolve the sugar completely. Then add the other half of the cup of milk with the Agar Agar powder. Once again, stir to dissolve the powder completely. Cook for about a minute. Now, because the strawberry is in liquid form, you don't really have to add it whilst you're cooking the cream. You can add it once you turn off the heat. So turn off the heat, put your strawberry puree in the mixture, and then give it a stir. Make sure the strawberry puree is well combined with the rest of the ingredients. It is looking very, very beautifully pink. And from what I can see, because I'm using a puree, there will be a little bit of bits in there. So I am not going to strain this mixture. Instead, I'm going to pour it into my larger measuring cup and then take the bubbles off. Let's get the first part of our matcha panna cotta and pour the pink portion of our Christmas panna cotta. Once again, put the rest of the panna cotta in a mold. Then we are going to refrigerate for 2 to 4 hours to let our panna cotta or milk pudding to set. And then we are going to decorate the drink. There you go, very simple procedure. It just took a long while because we made 2 different colors of our panna cotta, our Christmas panna cotta, strawberry and matcha. And here goes. Strawberry on one side, matcha on the other. Red and green, perfectly Christmas. This time we are now ready to assemble our drinks. I am going to use my white chocolate whipping cream on top and decorate with strawberry puree. Let's do it. Isn't it beautiful? It's too beautiful. I don't want to mess it up, but I have to do this. I am so excited to try this. I'm going to scoop up the 2 colors so that I try it in one go. Matcha and strawberry, and also the white chocolate whipped cream. Delicious. Perfect milk pudding. Give this a try at home and let me know how it goes for you. Once again, you don't have to make it as a dessert. You can make it as sinkers or toppings for your Christmas drinks or your holiday drinks. Well, I hope you learned something new today. Let me know how it goes for you. Give them a try in your milk tea, coffee shops, or even at home. I'll see you again in my next video tutorial for more coffee and tea recipes. Stay safe, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Ciao for now.